we really felt more and more isolated in our lives, because we felt like we were living this private hell that we didn't know how to get out of. So enter the Success approach and their upbeat, anything is possible attitude. And we saw a glimmer of hope, and kind of almost held back because we were afraid that it sounds good at first, and yes, this crazy OT just spent 3.5 hours on the phone with me, but we live in a different county, and will this really happen? And they normally work with children, and although Maria weighs about 75 pounds sopping wet, she's not a child anymore, and is this going to be one more dead end because we encountered so many before? And just kind of gradually breaking down our defenses and our hurt, because it took a while for us to trust people again after what we had experienced with our daughter. But as we let our barriers come down, it opened up new life for Maria. And we've gone from not only regaining where Maria was before the abusive situations happened in her day programming, but Maria is so much more integrated. Let me use that lingo. The quality of her life is better now than it has ever been. And not one of us was a speech therapist, but some of the most effective strategies in working with Maria through the Success approach were those related to her communication. And we became Maria experts in her communication strategies. And some of us better than others. It was a learning curve for all of us, but that was very effective. None of us, except for one OT assistant, were OTs, but we learned and became very enthused about using some different sensory interventions and strategies to help Maria with self-regulation, as preparatory strategies for different activities we were attempting and that kind of thing. So we kind of, all of us, I'm a physical therapist, and I had to let go of different prejudices or inclinations that I had as a PT and give that up to some other folks who would have other ideas about physical activity and how it applied to sensory diet kind of things for Maria. So it really was, the Success approach was all about people becoming unified to achieve a specific goal, and that was to help Maria interact more effectively with her world in a way that was positive and affirming for her, that gave her a new level of comfort in her own self, and the ability to adapt to the world that was continuing to get larger and larger. So with that one focus, it was easy to let go of the roles that defined each of us, whether it be as a parent, as a friend, as a paid provider or respite worker, or as a professional, because those kinds of divisions didn't seem important anymore. It was just looking at a unified, consistent approach that became the most important in what we did.